Hey, good day, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Andrew's Life. On this video, I will be driving through Morgantown, Indiana. Now, when I began doing my research about this town, there were pieces of information that were a bit conflicting. I mean, there's depending on where I went to conduct my research of this town. Some people say, some people say that this town's got a population of over 1,000 people. Oh, by the way, this is downtown Morgantown, Indiana. I'm getting ready to drive through. Yeah, some people say the population here is just over 1,000. Some people say it's 980 people. So, since the information is not 100% as far as I'm concerned, I'm going to just say that the population here is around 1,000 people. The population density is around 2,600 people. And when it comes to the growth of this town, depending on where I go to do my research, some people have said that this town has grown. Some people have said this town has shrunk. So, to be completely honest, I don't know whether this town has grown or shrunken or any of that kind of stuff. So, I can't really reveal that information because I don't know for sure. And I don't want to give out information that's not accurate. But anyhow, this is a town that's in Morgan County, Indiana. It's 45 minutes south of Indianapolis. And it's a town that sits between Martinsville and Nashville, Indiana. I mean, you're 20 minutes away from Nashville, and you're also 20 minutes away from Martinsville, Indiana. Which, go on my channel, check out those two videos. I believe I may have driven by and this town even has an IGA. For those of you that remember IGA, this is one of the few communities that still have an IGA. Now here's some more information about Morgantown, Indiana. Now, I will say the housing prices here surprised me a little bit. Not that this is a bad community, because it's a fairly quiet community, but the housing prices are a bit steep in my opinion. The median housing prices here are $213,000. And the cheapest house I saw currently on the market for sale on the MLS on realtor.com was for $128,000 or so. All the houses that were priced below 128 grand are all on contract right now. Now, you know, this is a typical small Indiana town. So when it comes to things to do, obviously there's not a whole lot to do. This is a typical Indiana small town. Now, a couple of things to do around this area is you can go to Grandpa Jeff's Trail and Ride, or you can go to Bill's Monroe Music Park and Campground, which is somewhere around here. And here in town, I believe you have a Mexican restaurant. And you also have a bar that you can go to if you want to grab some drinks. But as far as entertainment, that's about it. So if you want more to do, if you want more variety of places to go eat, then your best bet is to drive down to Nashville, Indiana. I mean, some other areas that are within an hour of this community are. You can go to Bloomington. Yeah, you got Bloomington. You got Columbus, Indiana. And like I said a minute ago, you're 45 minutes south of Indianapolis from here. So you do got places within an hour, even within a half hour, that you can go to in terms of more entertainment and just overall more amenities. And like I said, the housing prices around here are not the cheapest. I mean, there's plenty of smaller communities similar to this that I've done videos on, to where the housing prices are going to be a little cheaper than this area. So go check out those videos. I mean, I would say if you have an extra $40,000, $50,000 to put for a home, if I were you, you might want to go ahead and check out Nashville. I mean, you know, it's you know, obviously Nashville is much more busier than around here. But I guess if you want, I guess if I was looking for a place to live and I was looking for a smaller community, I mean, this community would be okay if I was able to find a house for maybe if I was able to find something for around $75,000, I'll be okay with that. But much more than $75,000, you know what? No thank you, I'll pass. And I'm not making fun of this community. I'm not talking bad about it. I'm just saying that me personally, I wouldn't spend much more than 75 grand to be in this type of community. Now, if I was able to find an area like this that was within a half hour of Indianapolis and they wanted a little more money and I had that kind of money, maybe. But, you know, this area, you know, you're still 45 minutes outside of Indianapolis. And that's 45 minutes outside of South Indianapolis. So, you know, if you got a job that was, let's say, on the far north side of Indianapolis, you're looking at every bit of an hour to get to work. An hour each way. So you would also have to take into consideration the time that it takes to get to work and the gas that you're going to burn up and the wear and tear on your vehicle. You would have to, you would want to take into consideration the traffic. But like I said, this is a nice, small, quiet community. I mean, I can definitely picture myself being here, you know, come outside during the evening hours and just take in some fresh air, especially on a day like today, taking a little bit of fresh air. And just look around and enjoy the scenery. Look at the greenery. Look at all the greenery. And just enjoy the scenery. mean, I can definitely picture myself being in an area like this all day. And another thing I like to point out about areas like this, as I've discussed on many other videos, is sometimes if you come out to these type of areas and just simply drive around like I'm doing right now, you might see some properties up for sale that may not be on the MLS because a person might be selling the house privately. So you might run into some houses or properties that are up for sale that the person is trying to sell that may not be on the MLS. So if you're in the area, obviously you can write down the phone number and call it and get whatever information that you need to get for that property. So, that's another good reason why it's not a bad idea to just jump in your vehicle and do a drive around like I do on my videos. If you're really interested in living somewhere. Alright, people, this video is getting ready to end, and I believe I've showed you guys the majority of this town. So I'm gonna end this video in a minute here. Alright, everybody have a blessed one, and I will see you guys on the next video.